There it is, guys. There it fucking is. This spectacular volume of Berserk was just incredible. A lot of chapters in this one, actually. Let's see. It looks about. Let's see. 1 through 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 chapters in this volume. But every single chapter kept me enthralled, kept me wanting to read more. And basically, we open up with Guts and Casca still, being naked and just finishing what they did. And, you know, through this entire volume, we see the emotions, between Guts and Casca. How, Casca still is jealous of Charlotte, liking Griffith, even though she just shared all this, shared herself with Guts. And Guts, is the one that truly can't let go of Griffith, he says. We get introduced to Griffith in this dungeon and what he's thinking about Guts, saying that Guts, everybody, these hands held so many people, even Guts, but then when did Guts start to hold Griffith in his hands? This is Guts' fault that he's in this situation, but Guts is also the one who's keeping Griffith alive. The thought of Guts is keeping Griffith alive. So we're getting to see like uh, the emotions and thoughts of different characters in this volume, and I really did enjoy that. We got introduced to two new groups of mercenaries, the Bakaraki or whatever, which they pretty much got fucked up because Judo and Pippin were able to think quickly. And then we get introduced to a group called the Black Dog Knights or whatever at the end of the volume. And they look kind of monstrous. And this dude is like fucking a bunch of chicks. And he almost looks like that statue of that like demon or whatever that caused the Midland King's wife to, do what she did. I believe no, not the Midland King. It was that guy, that dude's wife or whatever, back in the very beginning of the series, did what he did. So I don't know if this is the same guy or not, because then when you seen his face, it looked a little different. We also seen Rickert and the recovering Band of the Hawk, and all these demons came out or whatever, like 3 days prior, and the skeleton knight looking dude was like, "You don't have time for this." After they just killed all of the Band of the Hawk members at that campsite, leaving Rickert the only one alive. And we get a look at somebody that looks very familiar. This big glob looking dude. He looks like that one dude that Guts killed in the earlier chapters. So, after Guts gets branded, does he go after different apostles that, took the Band of the Hawk away from him and killed his members and his subordinates? Because that dude did look like the one person that Guts killed a while back in the earlier chapters. Um, we also see a elf-looking demon that Rickert thought was an elf, but then even elves are small. It ended up being like human size, and as you know, Puck is an elf, and maybe Guts is going to run into this demon-looking elf like bitch or whatever later on in the series after the Golden Age arc is done. Because why would they be showing these different apostles? Like, she stuck out to me, the Skeleton King stuck out to me, and the dude, like the big glob-looking dude that reminds me of an earlier apostle, he stuck out to me. So it's all starting to come together, and it's very interesting. Griffith, man, they cut his tendons so he can't move. They cut his tongue out, and those, Guts and Casca and all them seeing him in this state, Guts took it the worst. He freaked the fuck out. He killed the torturer dude, ripped out his tongue. Then he started slaughtering all these motherfucking soldiers, not giving a fuck. The princess even getting scared of him, and shit was just insane. But what I really did enjoy was how, Casca tells Guts to keep emotions out of this. This is professional business. But then she kind of like grabs his cape and wants to be close to him because she does, care for him, even though she's still kind of holding on to Griffith. And also, after Guts explained, oh, I also like that we found out where Guts has been for the last year. He's been training in the mountains with some dude named Godo, who's a blacksmith, and his daughter. And we see the daughter actually release all these like sharpened um, logs towards Guts, and he almost kills himself. And I really liked how Guts was questioning him, asking him, why are you a blacksmith? Why are you out here all alone? And the guy's explaining his inspiration and how the sparks are almost like his life and everything. And it kind of gave Guts, his inspiration, what's always been with him, and it's always been his sword. It might not be much, but that's what's been with him ever since, he can remember. So that is his life. It might not be as grandeur as Griffith, his goal and his goals and his dreams and whatnot, but Guts has his own thing, and that's what he wants. He wants to fight stronger opponents and hone his skills. He wants his own dreams. He doesn't want to cling on to Griffith's, and I thought that was cool that we got to see how he came to this conclusion, by talking to Godo and training off on his own for like a year, and then he explains this to Casca, and Casca asks him to stay, and he says, no, I'm going to go. But then he asks her to go with him. And he says, I don't know if you'll get in the way, but right now, I want you 100 times. No, I want you 1,000 times. I want you with me. So, they got a little bit of a romance, kindling there. And hopefully she goes with him, because that'd be great to see, like, their stories, away from the Band of the Hawk, just Guts and Casca, Guts going off fighting stronger opponents, and Casca being there with him and allowing herself to be a woman more than a knight nowadays. But I have a feeling that's not going to occur and other things are going to happen, because we see the Bayolet that got dropped into the sewer. We see that, and after that we see all these demons and apostles and whatnot have come out. So if you also remember what the Skeleton Knight said, he said the eclipse. So something's going to occur, obviously, and we know that she's not going to go with Guts, because in the very beginning of the series, we've seen Guts by himself. And I have a feeling that this Godo guy, the blacksmith, is going to forge Guts' bigger sword that we see him as the Black Swordsman using. So that should be interesting as well. But let me know your thoughts, guys. Like the video if you feel I deserve it. Subscribe if you want to see more Berserk reviews. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm a little bit tired, so this isn't as crazy as I usually am, but hope you guys enjoyed my thoughts still. I think I touched on everything and also what I think might happen. But thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you in the next Berserk review.